Hello and thank you for joining us on Your City in 5. I'm your host, Ricky Saillas. More cases and more deaths. That's been the theme of the COVID-19 pandemic here in El Paso during the last 3 weeks. Since the virus first appeared in our area in mid-March, the Public Health Department says there have been more than 2,500 cases of COVID-19 and more than 70 deaths. Thousands of residents have recovered from the virus, though. Health officials say underlying health issues common in El Paso, such as high blood pressure, diabetes, and obesity, increase the risk of getting the virus. COVID-19 is a major concern for the elderly, though, but the largest rate of infection is happening to people in their 20s. The health department has expanded COVID-19 testing across El Paso. Tests are available to anyone who wants to be tested. Public Health has also identified areas where 2 or more cases of the virus have surfaced. They say this information can help people be more mindful about the virus.
The clusters is not to alarm the public, but also to let them know how we're finding a lot of the cases. So that can also bring some information to the people as how people are getting infected. So if we know that people are getting infected at places of work, then they need to take very good preventive measures and be very, very cautious as how often they're washing their hands, how they're wearing their face mask. And those interventions are going to be the ones that are going to help in those settings stop the spread of the virus.
10 clusters at 120 locations have been identified. Some include elderly care places, healthcare facilities, and government facilities. Health experts continue to urge residents to practice social distancing, wear face coverings, and keep washing those hands. All of these are important to reduce the spread of COVID-19. Meanwhile, more businesses in El Paso are now open after having to wait a week to reopen. This includes bars, clubs, bowling alleys, and food courts at shopping centers. Governor Greg Abbott gave the green light for these businesses to reopen as part of the second phase to restart the Texas economy. The customer capacity at restaurants has also increased from 25 to 50%. All businesses are required to practice social distancing guidelines, though. The local emergency directive remains in place. It's available on epstrong.org. Meanwhile, El Paso Municipal Court is set to reopen for in-person hearings and business on June 1st. It's the first city facility to reopen for public business. A health and safety plan with visible safety measures is in place to protect visitors and court employees. Only people who have a court hearing or are paying a ticket are allowed inside the building. Your City in 5 media specialist Jonathan Romo shows us other COVID-19 safety measures that are now in place at the court.
The court has implemented the social distancing in the courtrooms and in the lobby. All public entering the building will still be at 6 feet apart. We do have hand sanitizing stations that have been installed in the lobby, customer service line, cashier line, and in every courtroom. The public will be required to wear a facial covering mask and will also have their temperature taken upon entry into the building. The markings are laid out all throughout the floor. The benches in the courtrooms have been marked as well, where individuals will be sitting so that they can observe the social distancing. We're gonna limit the amount of people in the lobby. We are gonna have 3 stations available at the cashier side, 3 stations available at the customer service side to address any questions or concerns. And we do ask that they make use of the hand sanitizing station that's there right before they approach the counter, so that they can get their hands sterilized if they're going to be transferring any documents or cash or paperwork. We did increase our cleaning. We do have our standard janitorial services that adheres throughout the day. They're going to be sanitizing the courtrooms after every court session, sanitizing the high contact areas out in the lobby. We understand we're a high volume court. There's a lot of people that walk through our doors on a daily basis. For the elderly that are extremely susceptible to the disease, we are also offering video arraignment where they can report to a bond station. It'll be them individually speaking with the judge over the phone so that they don't have to come into the court. We're only asking that the defendants themselves come into court. The only ones that will be allowed with someone else to come in would be elderly needing a caretaker or juveniles that need to present themselves to court with a parent or guardian.
Thank you, Jonathan, for providing that inside look. If you have questions on hearings or citations, visit the Municipal Court website or call the number on your screen. In case you didn't know, the COVID-19 pandemic has forced city leaders to close city libraries, recreation centers, senior centers, museums, and the El Paso Zoo for the summer. These departments are often referred to as quality of life departments by city leaders. Some good news though, the city has created a cross-functional team to explore options to bring back some services or create new ones. The city is reaching out to existing partners such as school districts, nonprofit organizations, and private businesses to come up with a plan. Suggestions will be presented to City Council during the first council meeting in June. In the meantime, a variety of virtual resources and activities are available on the city's website and department Facebook pages. The Environmental Services Department held a special parade to honor and thank all of its essential workers who serve our community. Sanitation workers are vital to our city. They're the ones who collect our trash every single day. Practicing social distancing rules, the department thanked them with a vehicle parade that included signs, honking, and lots of cheers. A video of that parade with encouraging messages is posted on the city's Facebook page. Thank you to all of our ESD workers. We turn quickly now to some other headlines happening across the city. The WestStar Tower reached a construction milestone. That's the tall building with large windows under construction in downtown. Building owners, Mayor DeMargo, and other elected officials officially topped off the high-rise by signing the final beam of steel. It was then placed on the highest point of the building. Construction began 2 years ago. Once finished, it will be the tallest building in El Paso and will serve as the corporate headquarters for Hunt Incorporated. The building will also have offices as well as dining and shopping venues. And congratulations to the Chihuahuita Neighborhood Association for winning the Neighborhood Association Census Challenge. 7 neighborhood associations took part in that challenge that encouraged them to call census workers to help fill out their census questionnaires. 78 neighbors participated in the 2020 census as a result of this virtual questionnaire initiative. Chihuahuita came out on top. They will now get a free pizza party for their next neighborhood meeting. That's it for this YC5. Current information, though, on COVID-19 is available on epstrong.org. You can also find it on all of the city's social media sites. For Nigel Sherman, who's putting together this video, I'm Ricky Saillas. Stay safe and be good to each other. We'll see you next time on Your City in 5.